Welcome guys to another adventure exploration. So right about now we are at the far end of Karen, within Cooperative University, and we want to cover Gataka, so should consider subscribing to the channel. Kindly consider subscribing, kindly consider supporting the channel, like the video, subscribe on the channel, feel free to comment, so right about now we are in Karen. This is the far end of Karen within Cooperative University, within Cooperative University. At this particular point, as you can see, this road is sloping, and one thing about this particular road is that a lot of cyclists love cycling around this particular road because of the stretch. So if you are cycling upwards, or you are cycling going sloping downwards, it's kind of really like it's a way of exercising, engaging your knees, stretching. So if you're cycling uphill, it's a very engaging form of exercise, while if you are cycling downwards, it's kind of kind of a free type of feeling, no much of energy that is being used, since you're sloping, you're going down down the hill, or down the sloping stretch. You can feel the area there is affluent, So over here there's some hostels being built, hostels of the Cooperative University of Kenya. So under the president's affordable housing program, some hostels are being constructed over there, and I didn't really know that this land really belongs still to the Cooperative University of Kenya, You can see some green lantern plants, but they aren't really ripe, they aren't really ripe. So that's Gataka. The other side is Gataka. We want to explore Gataka town, from the university, the Cooperative University of Kenya, and see how Gataka is, how it is. I'm not really sure about this stream, but I suppose maybe it goes until Masai Lodge all the way, you know. So there is this stretch that has plant vendors all the way from the back, you know. So definitely people who live in Ngong, people who live in Rongai, Nkoroi, Rimpa, you know, people who live in Karen, I suppose they get some of their plants from here, you know. If you're into botany and stuff, you know, if you're into plants, you know, yeah. You know, and they have different kind of pots, you know, clay pots, you know, ceramic, different types of plant pots, you know. So I think this road takes you to Mbulbul, or I can say Ngong, but I'm not really sure about that per se, but I think Mbulbul, that name is quite hard to pronounce. Yeah, then there's also another road going down, you know, but still the other side is I think part of Karen. So this takes you to Gataka, where we are going to see what Gataka has to offer. But I'm also curious for the people who know the meaning of Gataka. You know, I think it's a name from the Agikuyu community, if I'm not mistaken. So can somebody tell us what's the meaning of Gataka in the comment section? You know, a suburb within Rongai, just behind Karen, behind the Cooperative University of Kenya, you know. So this is Gataka Road that connects Ngong, or connects Karen to Rongai. So guys, niko hapa Gataka na nimekutana na Glenn pale. So Glenn, niko nauliza like Gataka, mtaa yako unaipendea nini?
Mtaa yetu iko BA, mtaa yetu inaendelea. Ukiangalia tuko na petrol station, lakini sasa hivi tuko nayo kai ni moja hapa.
Nimecheki
ile pale, hiyo inakuonyesha venye mtaa tu inaenda ikigrow, unaona?
Magoshodo
bado wasupa wako, shule ziko hapa, propa iko hapa.
Sio manyang'anya.
Iko BA.
Okay, alafu Gataka nyinyi mnajifeel like mko isolated ama like ama nyinyi ni part of Rongai?
Si ni part of Rongai tu. Si unajua hapa hivi kushuka Rongai ni one time, hata tunatembea mguu, so
ni Ngaimuru ni Kajiado.
Ni moja tu, bado si ni wa Rongai.
Alafu nilikuwa nauliza njia inakupeleka Mbulbul au
ile Mbulbul ndio na connect na Ngong.
Okay. So guys, I can see some progress within Gataka, you know, like the quality of houses or apartments. It has grown from the last time I was here, you know. Some fish, you know. Como se dice, pescado, pescado, but when it's cooked, it transforms to pez. I mean, en español. I mean, I'm saying like in Spanish, you find that fish transform. The name changes when it's cooked. When it's cooked, it's pescado, but basically when it is still fresh, it's called pez, or while it's still in water, it's pez. But when it's cooked, the name changes to pescado. So that's that. But this is Gataka for you, you know. So this road connects all the way to Rongai, and it stretches all the way to Mbulbul or Ngong. So guys, I'm kind of like interested in the name Gataka. If you know the meaning of the name, kindly comment the meaning of the name Gataka. Kindly comment the meaning of the name Gataka. You know, if you know the meaning of the name, I think it's from the Agikuyu community. an immaculate day in Gataka. A very immaculate day in Gataka. You know, I've passed through Gataka Road and it's seamless, no strain. You know. So guys, as I had said earlier, like you can see some proprietors are trying to put you know, a good infrastructure, what can I say, good or better types of houses, you know, houses that can be rented out, that people can live, you know. You can also see there is some efforts of putting cabro. Boys High School. Al Rawal Plaza. Al Rawal Plaza. So you can see King's Developers. I'm not really sure about that company, but I suppose if you've tuned into Alex Chamwada's channel, Alex Chamwada's channel has covered some of their projects, you know. So there is 2 BHK, 2 BHK, 3 BHK, 4 BHK. You know, King's developers. I'm doing free marketing for you guys, man. See me at the tent. See me at the tent. Guys, a lot of quarrying has been done over here, and you know, I think the rehabilitation has been hasn't been done, you know, but the cut stones that people use for construction of you know, houses, apartments, you can see there's you know, there's some very brutal quarrying over here, you know. And there's a fun fact about Kenya, whereby after a place has been quarrying has taken place, and the site is deserted, they say that that place they name it quarry, you know. So over here you can see hardware. So construction is very it's a big thing this side, you know, still. Yeah, but as I was saying earlier, quarry, the name comes from, you know, a deserted mine. Somebody's being taught how to drive, you know. Ayamaro said he's bad at driving, you know, so maybe can take some refresher classes, you know, and know how to drive. But that's a fun fact about Kenya. After quarrying has been done, the deserted place, the deserted site is always called quarry. And you know, like in Nairobi, you can name a few quarries. Even this road, Gataka road, leads you to quarry. We also have another one in Embakasi East, just before pipeline. There is quarry over there. There is also another quarry in Kangondo Road, somewhere around Njiru and Choka, you know. So this name that has been coined, you know, when there is a construction boom in Kenya, and after the cut stones have been, you know, after the stones have been dug out, the place is always named quarry. Now the unfortunate part of it is that because we don't really have we haven't really figured out how to do rehabilitation rightly, you know, these particular places, you know, end up being slum residences, you know. But also I've seen in places like Colombia, there are valleys, or let me say one of the highest, or I don't know, the deepest cities in the world, La Paz in Bolivia. There are certain cities that are technically located in sunk down areas, you know, valleys, those types of you know, those types of environments, you know. guys, you're still on Gataka Road. Consider subscribing, consider, you know, giving your view. And as I had asked before, what's the origin of the name Gataka? What's the origin of the name Gataka? The name has been coined from the Agikuyu community, but I might be interested in knowing what really it means. So if you know, kindly comment, give us, educate us, what is the name of the name Gataka? You know, like Nairobi is a place of cool waters, we know that, in Karen, Nairobi, you know. So kindly educate us. These are the guys in life you gotta salute. Like you can see, they're working on the roads, you know. You know, you gotta salute, man. Sometimes in life, these are the real MVPs, you know. The cleaners, those people who do cleaning, those people who, you know, are janitors, those people who do gardening, those people who are sometimes house helps, you know. They're the real MVPs in life, you know. Those who pick trash, you know, those who work in garbage sites, you know, watchmen, those people who are at different door points, that the MVPs, drivers. Some old money vibes. Old money vibes over here. I suppose such kind of people, used to live around such areas even before there was tarmac, I suppose such people used to live or came to this kind of environment even before there was tarmac, So a good community, tranquil, somewhere in Africa. Most of these exotic cars that are traversing through Gataka Road, you'd find that some of them, or most of those people live in Karen, but they own some property in Rongai, or they have some businesses in Rongai. So for them, this is a good connector road, whereby they can easily access their affluent houses, affluent neighborhood. So guys, we're coming to the end of the video, all the way from Cooperative University to Magadi Road, all the way from Cooperative University to Magadi Road. So I'll be completing the video from here, you know. So this goes a long way to, you know, Ongata Rongai, while this road goes all the way to Magadi in this area. So that's Gataka Road for you. That's Gataka Road for you. That's Gataka Road for you. Yo guys, consider supporting the channel. Remember to subscribe. Remember to leave a comment. You know, let's keep the movement going. Let's keep the movement going. Let's keep the movement going. And if you know the meaning of Gataka, as I had asked, kindly drop a comment. Tell us what is the meaning of Gataka Road. Tell us what's the meaning of Gataka. You know, what's the meaning of Gataka? Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. So if you know the name Gataka, what it means, drop a comment. Bless.